Hi, this is your boy J-Hen with J-Hen Travel and Services, and I want to thank you for stopping by my YouTube channel on today. If you're a subscriber to my YouTube channel already, you know that I already have 2 videos on here about what to pack for a cruise. I have a short video and I have a longer video that shows the things that I typically pack when I go on a cruise. This video is going to be hopefully kind of short, just to show a few things that I might pack when I'm going on an excursion and when I'm getting off the cruise ship to go on land. So let's get ready to get into the video. But before we get into the video, if you're new to the channel, I want you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. If this is your first time coming and stopping by my YouTube channel, why not go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below? That way you'll be able to stay up to date on all my upcoming YouTube videos. Now let's get into this video. So one of the most important things you want to do when it's time to get off the cruise ship is you want to make sure you got your room key card. Whatever cruise line you're on, make sure you got that room key card, because in order to get off the ship, you're going to need this key card. And in order to get back on the ship, you're going to need that key card. So keep this close to you while you're out being adventurous, sightseeing, and shopping off the boat. Make sure you keep your room key with you. Depending on where I'm going when I'm getting off the ship, I might pack in a nice little wireless speaker, depending on if I'm going to have a beach day, or I pack a smaller one, or I can pack a bigger one, depending on how much stuff I've already packed in my luggage. And the ones that I typically take with me are waterproof, because most time I'm going to maybe places where I'm going to the beach and going to be getting wet. Both of these can actually float in the ocean, in the lake, get in a swimming pool with me. So these are pretty cool to have when I'm going off the ship. If you've seen my other videos, you know I always like to travel with my own water bottle or cup to where I can have my fluids and stay hydrated during my trip. So this is something I would take with me as well, a nice water bottle. I would also pack some sunscreen, especially if I'm going to the Caribbeans or someplace warm and hot. I always take sunscreen lotion off the boat with me, or sunscreen spray. Don't want to get burned. Then I make sure I have my swimming trunks packed, swimming gear packed. I tend to take a hat depending on where I'm going. Just, might have my hat on so, don't get burned and bald, something to block the sun with. If I'm going to a nice beach, I tend to make sure that I have my goggles. I'll take my own equipment with me. That way I don't have to rent anything or pay any extra money. Let's keep it going here. I also tend to take swimming shoes or water shoes, depending on what I'm going to be doing when I get off the ship. And I oftentimes, if I'm taking them, most times I'll wear them off the ship. I tend to also bring some plastic bags along, just in case if I'm changing clothes and things like that, so I can keep my wet stuff separate from my dry stuff. One thing that's important in this world of like digital items and digital electronics and technology, once you get off the ship, you have to stay on ship time. And sometimes, depending on if your phone is not in airplane mode, it might pick up the time of where you're actually at, and it might knock you off track from what your actual ship time is. So I tend to take me an old-fashioned battery-operated watch, and I have it set to the ship time. So that's something that I like to wear off the ship, or keep it in my bag or my pocket so I can stay on ship time. Don't want to get off ship time once I come out of airplane mode. Next up, I will pack my poncho. This is why I take the ponchos on the cruise, so I can take it when I get off the boat in case, it starts to rain or storm. I'm not going to let it stop my fun or my show, because I'll just throw the poncho on. Next up, how I'm going to carry all that stuff around, because I normally take a bag or a backpack off the ship with me. That way I can store all my stuff in here, or if I go shopping, I can add stuff in here. As well as if I take any snacks off the ship, I can keep the stuff right here in my bag as well. So this is very convenient. I always take a backpack or a bag with me. Then one of the last things I take off the ship is a nice selfie stick. So if I'm doing a YouTube video, getting on social media, if I'm with a large group of people, or if I don't have anybody to take a picture of me at all. Yeah, so the selfie stick comes in pretty handy when I'm out there walking around. Depending on what I'm doing, I always pack gloves with me. But if I know I'm doing something adventurous, I will pack these gloves, like if I'm doing dune buggies or riding ATVs. And these are kind of padded. They have padded cushion around your knuckles and around the palms of your hand. So that way these come in handy for doing adventurous things. You know, if I'm going where the sun is, you know, I will pack some, don't forget my shades, you know. Also, I want to be able to keep my money, my cards, and all that type of stuff close to me and keep my electronics nice and dry. So I will take one of these waterless pouches, or waterproof pouches that I can either strap on my arm, you can strap it on your leg, or, you know, you can actually just wear it around your neck. But this comes in very handy when you're doing excursions and getting off the cruise ship, because this way you can have all your stuff right here on you, and it's right there. So if you're in a big large crowd, you'll know where everything is. Nobody can try to go in your pockets and grab anything, or you don't have to worry about stuff falling out your pockets or getting wet if you're swimming. So this comes in handy, and you don't have to worry about your electronics getting wet. And then I'll always take some hand sanitizer with me, because again, depending on what I'm doing, might be touching some animals, might be being adventurous, want to be able to clean my hands up in case I want to grab a bite to eat or have a snack. And then before I get too active on the island, I always try to make sure that I get a map of whatever destination I'm in. I try to get a map right away, so that way I can know what the port area looks like right around the, when you first get off the cruise ship, or before I even venture off into town, or before I even go on my excursion. Most times, if the cruise line rents that island, or if it's one of their private islands, they'll have the maps right on the ship. Or sometimes once you get off the boat and get into town, there might be an area where they may have some maps stashed away to the side. So that way, you know, you can always kind of know where you're at and kind of know your surroundings a little bit better. So if this video helped you out, go ahead and hit the like button. Leave me a comment down below if you have any questions, or let me know what you pack when you go on your excursions or get off the boat during your cruise time. And if you think this video might help somebody else, go ahead and hit that share button down below and share it with somebody. Also, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. That way you can stay up to date on all my upcoming videos. Thanks for watching.